Hey guys, welcome back once again. In this video, I am going to show you how to do CAD operation using material table. Alright, as you can see here, I have a simple material table with some data. So now here at the top right, you can see I can add, and on click of this, here you can see one new row got inserted. Okay. And here you might have noticed this ID column we don't have here, edit option. Okay, so here ID will be generated automatically. So now here let's provide the name. So let's call it as Rajan. Okay, and here provide the email ID. So rajan@gmail.com. Here phone number. Okay, and now here let's provide the city name. Okay, so city name, and now on click of this record will be added to this table. Okay, so now you can see here this ID got auto generated. Okay, and here this name is Rajan, email ID means our row got added at the last. Okay, so now let's update the row here. So on click of this icon we can update this row. Okay, so let's click and you can see here now we can update this one, but we cannot update ID. Okay, now the city he have changed to Chennai. Okay, now let's click on save. Now as you can see here the city has been changed from Bangalore to Chennai. Okay, that means we have updated our record. Now here as you can see we have a delete icon, and on click of this it will ask for the confirmation that are you sure want to delete this row. Once we will click on this cancel, it will not get deleted, and once we will click on this button, so this row will get deleted. So let me click here, and here you can see we don't have that row anymore. So in this video, we will see how to achieve this CAD operation in material table. So for that, let's jump to the VS Code here. So here this is the project, and here let's go to the app.js. Okay, and here you can see here this is the functional component, and I am returning two heading and a material table. Okay. And now here this material table have got three property. First is the title. Okay, second is the data, and this data is the state where data is coming from. And now here I am passing employee list, and this employee list is the hard coded value. Okay, and here at the last we have column definition. Okay, and this is the column definition I am providing. So now let's come to the browser and have a look how it's look. So here you can see this is how our table is looking alike. Okay, so now let's handle the CAD operation here. So in order to do that, we need to add a new property to the material table, and that is called editable. Okay, so here editable, and this editable property is gonna to take a object. So object, and this object will have some of the property as like on row add, on row delete, okay, on row update. So these are the property. Once we are doing the operation, it will get auto trigger. Okay, so here on row add, okay, and this property is gonna to take a callback function. Okay, and this callback function will give me a parameter, and that is gonna to be your new data, means whatever the row you will be adding, those data I will get it here. So here I will write new row. So this callback function is gonna to return a promise call. So here new promise. Okay, And here this promise is gonna to take a callback function, and which is gonna to give me two variable. Okay, so first is called resolve and second is called reject. Okay, so now let's save it and do here console log to the data whatever we will get. So here we will be getting in new row. Okay, now let's save it and let's come back to the browser. So here you can see we have this icon add. Okay, and on click of this, row is getting added at the last. So here let's go to the inspect and here console. Okay, and now here what we will do is we will write 12. Okay, and provide the name here. So let's call it as Manish. Email ID, so manish@gmail.com. Phone number, okay, and city let's provide as a Chennai and hit enter. So you can see here I am getting this data city, email ID, name and phone number, and all these value I am getting in new row. So now what I need to do is I need to update the state. Okay, so for that what we will do is here we will create another one variable and I will call it as updated rows. So updated rows. Okay, and whatever the data I have before I will spread it. So my data is already in data state and here I will add my new one. So I will write here new row. Okay, so now we have all the data here including new one. So now we need to update. So what we will do is here we will write set data. Okay, and here we will pass our updated rows. So what basically we are doing, we are getting the older data and new data and we are combining, and after that we are updating to the state. Okay, now let's save it, come back here and once again let's click on this, provide some ID. Okay, manish@gmail.com. here the phone number and city Chennai. And here you can see we have data but this is not getting closed. Okay, so for that what we have to do is we need to resolve this. So after this line let's write resolve immediately. Okay, now let's come back and let's enter again. As you can see here the new row got added successfully. Okay, so now here you might not have received the processing bar, and that is because of this resolve, because after updating immediately we are resolving. This is the promise call, so it will work on resolve basis. Okay, so here what we will do is here we need to add some delay. So for that we can add here set timeout. So let's write here set timeout, and this is the function which is gonna to take a two parameter, and first parameter is a callback function and second is the time. So here we will provide 2 seconds and this time is gonna to be in milliseconds. So I have provided 2000. Okay, so now let's move this code inside this. Okay, now save it here. So what basically it will do is it will do this operation and it will wait for 2 seconds to resolve and update the state. Okay, so now save it and let's come here, click on add and here ID, name, manish@gmail.com, here the phone number and Chennai. Now let me hit enter. So you can see it is processing, and after 2 seconds processing has been stopped and our row got added here. Okay, so now here you might have noticed another one issue. So here you can see we are providing the ID. What if I don't want user to provide the ID? So in that case, what we can do is, here we can come to the column definition of ID and we can add another one property, and that is called editable, and that is gonna to take a boolean value true or false. So default value is true. So here we will write editable and we will provide value as false. Okay, so now let me save here and come back. So now we will not be getting this ID field anymore. Okay, so now if we are trying to add here something, now hit enter. So you can see here our row got added without ID. Okay, so now our task is to provide the ID here. So in order to do that, what we will do here is, from here, because this is the new row, okay, so what we will do is we will update our new row. To update this one, what we can do is, here we can wrap inside a object, okay, and we can spread. So we will get everything there, and now here I can add another one thing that is called ID, and let's provide value as a 6. Okay, so whatever the data I am getting, I am spreading here and I am adding ID as a 6. So now save it here. Let's come back. Here let's click on this, provide some name, hit enter. So here you can see ID 6 is there. Why? Because this value what we have hard coded, we are not getting from the user. Okay, so if you want to handle from here, we have some of the package which is responsible for generating the unique ID. So as of now I will show you how to handle this with the math random function. So here we can write math dot random, okay, and this function is gonna to generate a random ID. So here if I click and here I will enter and hit enter. So now you can see here we have a random value here. Okay, so now if you want only 2 digit, so for that what we can do is, here we can use math dot, so math dot floor, okay, and here we will multiply with 100. So basically we are getting everything in decimal, so we will multiply here with the 100 we will get, and we are setting to this floor, so other remaining value will be discarded. Okay, this is basically we are truncating the value. So now save it and let's come here, add a new row, hit enter. Okay, and now you can see we have 38 here. If still I am trying to add a new one, okay, so here you can see this is the 5 row only allowing, so this is the Vikas and this is the 35 got generated. Okay, but let me show you another one issue here. So let me click on this add icon, and here you can see this is the email column, and but here we are getting this name to add here. This is the phone number, but here we are getting to add email. So how can we fix this? So for that what we have to do is we have to move this action bar to the right side. Okay, so if you are moving this action bar to right side, so it will automatically fix the issue. Okay, so for that what we have to do is we have to add an extra property to this material table, and that is called options. Okay, and this is also gonna to take a object. Here we can add a property, and that is called action column index. Okay, and default value is 0 here, so now we have to provide -1. Now save it. Okay, and let's come back. So here you can see ID is not editable, name in the place of name, email in the place of email, and at last we have here save and cancel. Okay. So now what if I want to get this add row at the top, at the first row? Because here we are getting at the last, isn't it? So for that we have to add another one property to options only, and here we will get at the top. So here add row position. Okay, and this is gonna to take a string value, and the default value is the last here, so we need to provide here first. Now save it, and let's come back here, and now let me click on this. So you can see here we are getting this new row option to add on the top. Okay, so now let me add here something, Manish. Let me hit enter. Okay, so you can see here our row got added at the last, but here we are getting option to add at the top. So now here we are good with the add. Okay, so now let's handle the other operation as well. Okay, so here let's remove this console log from here. So let's handle delete operation. Okay, so here in this edit table we need to add another one property, and that is called on row delete. So here we will come out of this on row add, and here comma, and here we can write on row delete. Okay, and this is also gonna to give me data which one you are trying to delete, so I will call it as selected row. Okay, because you are trying to delete. So here, and this is also gonna to return a promise call. So here new, let's do the console log to the selected row. So console log to the selected row. Now save it, and let's come back here. So you can see here we have icon at the last row. So this action is on the right because of action column index. Here we have set to -1. Okay, so now you can see we have this icon, and let's click on this first icon. Okay, so it is gonna to ask me, do you want to delete? So if I click here yes, so you can see I got this data here of the ID1. But you might have noticed another one thing, we are getting another one information, and that is called table data, and this table data have property ID, and this is the 0. So now let's refresh this page. Let's click on third here, and here you can see we have table data, and this is the ID as a 2. That means here we are getting the index of the data. Okay, so here what we will do is we are getting the selected row. Okay, inside that we are getting table data, and table data have ID. Okay, now save it and come back here. Let's click on first. So here we will get 0, and this is basically index. So here instead of printing, what I will do is I will call it as const index, and I will store this. Okay, so now we have the index, so our task is to delete the data. Okay, so for that what we can do is, so const, and we will create a variable updated rows, and once again we will get all the data of data. Okay, and here what I will do is I will write here updated row dot splice. Okay, and this is the function which is gonna to take 2 parameter. Okay, as you can see here, this is the start, and this is gonna to take your index, and here how many record you want to delete. So delete count. I know my index number, so I will pass index as a first parameter, and second parameter I want to delete a single record, so I will pass here 1. Okay, now save it, and let's do the console log. Okay, after this line, so console.log to updated row. Now save it, come to the VS Code, here let's click on this delete. Okay, so now you can see we have 3 data, 2, 3, 4. We don't have first data because it has been deleted. Okay, so now our task is to update the state here. So instead of printing, what we will do is we will write set data. Okay, and now we are updating the state here. Okay, so now what we can do is we need to resolve. So here let's resolve first. Okay, and here we will set timeout. And here we will provide 2 seconds. Okay, now let's come back here. Let's click on delete. Yes, as you can see here that row has been deleted. Okay, so now let me click on the 4th one, and here you go. So here we don't have data anymore. Okay, so here we are getting the row index which one user has selected. Okay, and now here we are spreading and getting all the data. Okay, and deleting a particular data and again updating to the state. Okay, so now here let's select all, do right click and format selection, so it will format your code. So now we are able to add a new row and we are able to delete a existing row. So now our task is to update a existing row. Okay, so let's handle the update. So here let's come out of the delete row and comma, and here I will call on row update. So on row update is gonna to take a callback function as others, but this is gonna to take 2 arguments. Okay, and first argument is the updated value and second argument is the old value. So here what we will say is new row, and here we will say old row. Okay, and again this is gonna to return a promise call. So here new row. Okay, so it's better to say updated row, so we will change here to updated row. Okay, so here old row. Now here let's save it. Okay, and come back here. So here you can see we have edit icon, and let's click on the first one. So you can see updated row I got. So let me refresh here, click here and make it this value as a Chennai and save it. So here you can see I got here city as Chennai. Let me expand this one. Okay, so here you can see the same phone number, name is the same, ID is the same, and here only this got updated. Okay, so now let me print the old row as well. So here old and old row. Okay, so let's call it as Chennai, and here you can see this is the old row which have information Bangalore. Okay, here you can see we have here table data and which ID is 0. That means it is gonna to give me indexing. Okay, so here what we will do is first let's get the index. Okay, so here const index equal to, so old row dot table data dot id. Okay, so this will give me the index, and next what I will do is again I will spread the data and I will hold it. So const updated rows equal to spreading data. Okay, and now what I will do is I will go to the particular index of the updated row and I will set our new data. That means here updated, and here I will pass my index value. Okay, so now here we are selecting the particular index which one user is trying to update, equal to I will get the updated data. So here I will set updated row. Okay, so this is the new data. I set here new data. Okay, so now everything will be updated here. So now our task is to update the state. So for that, what we can do is we can copy the same line from here and we can paste it. Okay, because this is the updated, so I need to write here updated rows. So don't forget and don't do this mistake. So it have to be S. Okay, because this is the data whole I am having and I am updating the particular index. So now let's save it and come back here. Let me click on this first record and here I will write Chennai and hit enter. Okay, so after 2 seconds you can see here this is become Chennai. Okay, so suppose you want to add other thing as well. So here Neeraj to Manish, hit enter. So you can see it has been updated to Manish. And if you want to delete, yeah, we are able to delete this row. Yeah, and now here let's create a new row. Okay, so Rahul at gmail.com, phone number. Okay, and here Bangalore. Now save it. So here you can see we have ID auto generated, name, email ID, phone number and city. Okay guys, in this video we have seen how to handle the chord operation by using material table. Okay, so basically what we have done first is we have taken the edit table and this is gonna to take 3 parameter: on row add, on row delete and on row update. Okay, and we have handled all the functionality. And another one property we have added option. In option we have added 2 property, and first is the action column index. Okay, and this is talking about here this action. Okay, so here this value is default 0, this will be towards left here, but here I want to set it as a right, so I need to provide value as a -1. And second here add row position. So on click of add, where you want to appear this add, at the top or at the bottom. Okay, so here this default value is the last, but here I want at the first, so I have overwritten the property. Okay guys, so you can get download link to the code in description of this video. In next video we will see how to handle the bulk update. Okay, bulk update in the sense whole record you want to update at the same time. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. See you in next video.